we will now discuss accounting for byproducts. So there are two methods used for accounting of byproducts. It may be the NRV is deducted from the cost of the main product or is treated as other income. So let us assume the following data. So the two methods of presenting byproducts in the income statement follows. So, dun po sa unang method is yung net realizable value ng byproduct is deducted sa cost of sales. Okay? By the way, balikan lang natin yung previous slide natin. Ang net realizable value po ng byproduct na X is 8,000. So, sales value 11,000 less additional processing cost of 3,000. So, again, paano mo siya ipepresent sa income statement? Pwede mo siyang i-present as deduction sa cost of sales as shown on the first method. Or, yung 8,000 may be added dun sa sales revenue as other income. Okay? So, they will result to the same gross margin. Okay, under the two methods, the following entries will be recorded. So, pareho yan sa parehong method. So, maliban dun sa journal entries for the main product, so meron tayong entries for the byproduct. So, una, yung cost ng byproduct will be recognized. So, ayan, yung unang entry natin. And then, second, yung revenue, no? Yung cash or accounts receivable na makukuha mo from the byproduct will be recognized as revenue. So, under the first method, no, kakancelin mo yung revenue at cost para with a corresponding deduction sa cost of goods sold or sa work in process as shown below. Doon sa second method, wala ka ng M3. Kasi you recognize it as revenue. No? So this ends my discussion for chapter 7. And I'm leaving you with this quote from Jules Renard. Laziness is nothing more than the habit of resting before you get tired. Thank you for your attention, and hopefully I helped you in understanding more clearly our 7th chapter in cost accounting.